Comparative Superlative Adjectives.
Dogs are bigger than cats.
But some cats are bigger than some dogs. I have a good bike.
Mine is better than yours.
Do you need $3?
I need more than $3. What is the tallest mountain?
Mount Everest is the tallest mountain in the world.
Grammar tips. Tips for comparative adjectives.
A comparative adjective is used to describe the difference between two things. It does not describe the difference between three or more things. Here are some of the rules. For a normal rule, we add ER to the adjective. Old, ER becomes older. Long with ER becomes longer. If the adjective already ends with E, we just add er. Late ends with E, add er, and we have later. Cute becomes cuter. For one-syllable adjectives that end with a consonant, we double the last consonant and add ER. Big ends with a consonant, so we double the G. Add ER and it becomes bigger. Hot, we double the T. Add ER, it becomes hotter. If the adjective ends with Y, we change the Y to I and then add ER. Happy ends with Y, so we change it to I and then add ER. It becomes happier. Easy becomes easier. If the adjective has three or more syllables, we put more before the adjective, and we don't change the adjective. Beautiful has three syllables. We put more in front of it. More beautiful. Expensive becomes more expensive.
Examples.
Let's take a look at some examples. Liz is taller than Abby. The adjective tall becomes taller. You add ER. This box is bigger than that box. The adjective big ends with G. You double it and add ER. It becomes bigger. This car is more expensive than that car. Mr. Kim is older than Mr. Brown. I am happier than John. Is your town larger than my town?
Right and wrong.
Now look at the right and wrong section. The first one says, "This river is deeper than that river." With the adjective deep, you only add er. The correct answer is, this river is deeper than that river. The next one says, the ocean is bluer than it was yesterday. With the adjective blue, you only add er. The correct answer is, the ocean is bluer than it was yesterday. My car is more bright than your car. With the adjective bright, you add er. You do not use more. The correct answer is, my car is brighter than your car. The next one says, it is sunnier now. The adjective sunny has a Y. We change the Y to I and add er. The correct answer is, it is sunnier now. The last one says, this game is excitinger. Exciting is 3 syllables. So we use the word more. This game is more exciting.
Grammar tips. Tips for superlative adjectives.
A superlative adjective describes one thing in a group of 3 or more things. We usually put the before the superlative adjectives. For a normal rule, put the before the adjective and add est to the adjective. Old becomes the oldest. Long becomes the longest. If the adjective ends in e, put the before the adjective and just add st. Late becomes the latest. Cute becomes the cutest. For adjectives that are 1 syllable and ends with a consonant, you double the last consonant and add est. Big becomes the biggest. Hot becomes the hottest. If a 2-syllable adjective ends in y, you change the y to I and add est. Happy becomes the happiest. Easy becomes the easiest. If the adjective is 3 or more syllables, you use most after the and do not change the adjective. Beautiful becomes the most beautiful. Expensive becomes the most expensive.
Examples.
Now let's look at some examples. Liz is the tallest in her class. Tall is used with est. It becomes tallest. This box is the biggest in the store. We have the, and so we add est on big. This car is the most expensive in our company. Expensive is 3 syllables, so we use the most. Mr. Kim is the oldest in our town. I am the happiest among my friends. Is your town the largest in the country?
Right and wrong.
Next we have right and wrong. The first one says, this river is the deepest in the country. For the adjective deep, you only add est. The correct answer is, this river is the deepest in the country. The second one says, the most large country in the world is Russia. The adjective large is just added to est. The correct sentence is, the largest country in the world is Russia. The next one says, my car is the most bright in the town. For the adjective bright, we just add est. The correct sentence is, my car is the brightest in the town. The next one says, it is the hottest day of the year. Hottest is wrong. You should have 2 T's. Then est. The correct answer is, it is the hottest day of the year. The last one says, this game is the excitingest. This is wrong. Exciting has 3 syllables. You have to use the most. The correct answer is, this game is the most exciting.
Grammar tips. Tips for irregular forms of comparative adjectives and superlative adjectives.
Some adjectives have irregular forms for comparative and superlative. Many is more and most. Little is less, least. Good is better, best. Bad changes to worse and worst. far becomes farther, farthest. Much becomes more, most. Well becomes better, best. For the adjective far, we can say it in two ways. Comparative can be farther or further. Superlative can be farthest or furthest.
Examples.
Let's look at some examples. This watch is better than that watch. The adjective good changes to better. This park is worse than Green Park. The adjective bad changes to worse. Robert is the best baseball player in the school. This is the worst game.
Right and wrong.
Now we're going to do the right and wrong section. The first one says, I am gooder at math than English. The adjective good changes to better. The correct sentence is, I am better at math than English. The next one says, it's the baddest store in the town. The adjective bad, superlative, is worst. The correct sentence is, it's the worst store in the town.
Quiz.
Circle the right word. I have many, more, books than Harry. You're using comparative, so you have to choose more. I have more books than Harry. This guitar is expensiver, more expensive than your guitar. The adjective expensive has 3 syllables, so you need to use the word more. This guitar is more expensive than your guitar. I like soccer more, much, than baseball. We are comparing soccer and baseball, so we use more. I like soccer more than baseball.
Complete the sentence using comparative or superlative.
The example says, John is 175 centimeters. David is 180 centimeters. Chris is 185 centimeters. Using superlative, you would say, Chris is the tallest. John is 175 centimeters. Chris is 185 centimeters. We are comparing two people, so we use comparative. Chris is taller than John. John has 2 balls. Chris has 3 balls. David has 4 balls. There are 3 people, so we're using superlative. David has the most balls. John has 2 balls. David has 4 balls. The answer is John has fewer balls than David. Find the mistake and correct it. Alex has the best computer than John's. The best means superlative, so we do not use then. The correct answer is Alex has the best computer. Summer is hotter than spring. For the adjective hot, you have to double the T. The answer is summer is hotter than spring. Hotter should be spelled H-O-T-T-E-R. Carl is the taller boy in my school. In my school would be more than 2. And we have the word the. So taller becomes tallest. Carl is the tallest boy in my school. Chimpanzees are the smartest than dogs. We are comparing 2 things, chimpanzees and dogs. So we do not use the and est. The correct answer is chimpanzees are smarter than dogs. Jane is pretty than Sarah. We are comparing Jane and Sarah, so we need to use comparative. Pretty should have IER on the end. Jane is prettier than Sarah. My dad has 2 cars. The new one is largest than the old one. We are comparing 2 cars, so we use comparative. We use ER. The correct answer is my dad has 2 cars. The new one is larger than the old one. Make a sentence using the words. The first one says, the yard, stand, Tom, Emily, Sam, and Anna, in. The sentence is, Tom, Emily, Sam, and Anna stand in the yard. The second one says, among them, Tom, the, is, tallest. The sentence will be, Tom is the tallest among them. The third one says, Emily is, then Sam taller. The sentence will be, Emily is taller than Sam. Look at the next one. Anna, taller, is, then Sam. The answer is, Sam is taller than Anna. The next one says, shortest, Anna, is the. The answer is, Anna is the shortest. In the yard, but the shortest isn't Anna. The sentence should be, but the shortest in the yard isn't Anna. Is the dog shorter Anna than? The dog is shorter than Anna.